Greetings, all excellencies. A great day, a fabulous day, a historical day. Of course, ours is, in spite of ours is a small history, but anyway, we are going to make our mark. The second edition of World Peace Summit is going to have a fabulous conclusion with galaxy of visionaries. For the last 1 week, we have been witnessing so much of amazing things on sustainable development goals in making nations better. So today, this is going to be another benchmark. Such a wonderful guest we have today. This is going to be tremendous. For the last 6 months, we have been working on several areas. Nearly, we have invited guests from 100 countries, and 75 speakers have participated from 75 countries. Nearly 300 speakers. So far today, 300 speakers have addressed on their sustainable development goals, whatever they have chosen as a speaker. So all these 17 sustainable development goals were addressed. 18 days program. It was endorsed by Honorable Central Ministers, Honorable Chief Ministers, Honorable Governors, Vice Chancellors, International Universities Vice Chancellors, and intergovernmental organizations and international organizations. So we earlier organized several cultural campaigns. We were invited by Honorable Governors, Central Ministers. In the 2019, at the time, Honorable President of India sent us an invitation. So with all these, we have been moving, we have been advancing with our work. But 2020 onwards, due to this pandemic, we have opted this virtual platform to spread the message of peace. Our World Peace campaign in the year 2020 has been appreciated by nearly 50 nations, presidents and prime ministers. So such a way, our campaign is been going in a successful way. In the first edition, 2020 to 2022, that 18-day summit was a great success. And this time, it is something like a blockbuster. So today, we are also going to witness a beautiful program, beautiful session that will touch us forever. So I request Professor Dr. Vijay Carlin ma'am, a short note on Royal Council, then we'll move on to inviting our honorable guests. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the honorable vice chancellors, honorable guest of honor, keynote speakers, global leaders, and viewers. I'm Dr. Carlin. Namaste from India. I'm the Managing Director of Wish for Humanity, United International Royal Council. Our organization mainly focuses on global peace, as well the Sustainable Development Goals 1 to 17. We have conducted various programs physically and virtually and brought awareness in the communities, the importance of peace globally and the Sustainable Development Goals. We tried our best level to bring awareness, especially the underprivileged community and the migrant workers, to attain peace in their minds, as we believe peace starts within us. Individually, if one is with great peace, that will be expanded to the family, then to the community, nation, globally. So we want to have especially the underprivileged community to lead a peaceful life. We tried our best level, supporting them financially and also morals and ethics. We taught them to lead a prosperous life. So we have been conducting virtual programs, especially connecting all the global leaders and taking up the conferences on sustainable development goals, and we have brought the importance of implementing sustainable development goals in their life, in the community, in the society at their level. So in this way, we want to unite all the global leaders on one platform as we believe in unity. It is called Vasudhaiva Kutumbam. So all the global leaders joined with us and supported us immensely. I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to all the global leaders who supported Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council. The works, the activities conducted by Vishwa Humanity, observed by the government of India, visited the office which is located in Hyderabad, and they were much satisfied, and they have invited us. Very soon, we are going to meet the eminent leaders of the central government, and we present our activities and take the support. And also we are looking ahead for the international collaboration, that is with the international organizations as well with the national organizations to implement the sustainable development goals for the betterment of the society. So we have two organizations to run effectively, efficiently. One is Telangana Kala Parishad, the other one is the Life Foundation. Telangana Kala Parishad led by Dr. Raja Rao and mainly focus on migrant workers, farmers, and cultural exchange. Farmers, they are our support. India is especially agricultural country. We depend on agriculture. And farmers help us to lead a prosperous life by providing good food. But during that time, they faced a lot of problems. And we know we have been witnessed continuously the farmers committing suicides. They were in depression state. So at that time, Telangana Kala Parishad shown solidarity to the farmers and taken the burning issues to the government, and government responded very positively. And during COVID time, especially the migrant workers faced a lot of problem moving from urban to rural. As we all know, during that time, there is no transportation. Means of communication is very difficult, and many starved and died on the way. And immediately Telangana Kala Parishad shown solidarity and supported the migrant workers at their level and taken the issue to the government, and government responded very positively. I really appreciate our government for supporting the organization and helping the migrant workers. And mainly Telangana Kala Parishad showcase the cultural diversity. We believe in unity. So we know that India is rich with the different cultures. So they take Telangana Kala Parishad take up the cultural exchange programs, many physical programs conducted, and showcase the culture of different states and diversity in unity that was expected. In this way, Telangana Kala Parishad working hard for the welfare of the community and implementing the sustainable development goals at our level. There is another organization, that is the Life Foundation, led by me. We mainly focus on the underprivileged community, that is slums. We have adopted 55 acres of slum in Saidabad colony, Hyderabad. We moved to the slum and we observed the conditions of the slums. Already we know that most of the slums in urban areas are not so sophisticated, very filthy. And unfortunately, the slums which we have noticed in Saidabad, it is a filthy environment filled with all bad people, that is bad addicted to the drugs, addicted to the alcohol, and there are sexual harassment people and rapists. And in the year 2020, we have noticed 2 rape cases of 6 years and 8 years, brutally raped and killed. Then we felt, what must be the conditions? Of course, rapists will be everywhere. We do not understand their mental condition. We want them to have a mental well-being. We started conducting various awareness programs for mental health and emotional health. At the same time, when we moved to the slum and started talking to especially mothers, I don't want to say parents, because most of the male, 95% of the male in slums are dragged to all bad habits. So when we conduct, they rarely attend. Women are showing a great interest, and we came to know that evening time, there is no school generally. So the children of boys and girls will be moving very freely. And mothers also very difficult to find out their children in 55 acres of land. Then I felt, okay, education is only a better option for betterment of the lives of the girl children and boy children. We started educational center. It is called the Life Foundation Educational Slum Centers. And we started with one center with 30 students. And later on, very happily, I can declare it was started in the year 2020. Now we have started the 4th study center. The work is going on, the admissions are going on. So in this way, it is evening study centers. So morning, whatever the schools they like, they can, but evening time, only the dangerous environment in slums. So we want to protect them and take care of them. So from 5:30 to 8:30, all the boys and girls will be in our educational centers, and they will be imparted good quality education. And also we are teaching them certain moral values, ethics and all. And now our children are very happy, and they know what is bad touch, good touch, how to protect themselves. And if we go, they teach us how to protect ourselves. So they have become so smart. Earlier, it is very difficult to find 1 to 2 students to complete 10th class, but we are able to find good number of children wrote 10th class exam very recently. In this way, we can say very proudly that education only can bring all-round development. That's what we notice in the slums. And to empower women, we started free tailoring center, and we are training the women of slums as well as servant maids. We are encouraging them, and 30 women have learned the tailoring, and they started their own tailoring center and supporting the family financially. In this way, we have supported the underprivileged community to lead a peaceful life. And during COVID time, almost all, they do not have any job. They are daily laborers, and it's very difficult to run the family. The Life Foundation rescued them, supported them by providing good provisions, clothes, saris, quilts during winter. And for children, we provided books, examination pads to bring examination wipes. So we conduct awareness programs because I'm as a counseling psychologist. So I take up more programs in the slums and educate them. In this way, at our level, we're trying our best level to support the underprivileged community to lead a peaceful life. Because if the younger children are not molded in a proper way, they will be turned up into worst, and we see that fathers, that they may become a rapist or sexually abused people, or domestic violence they may create. So now these children are able to understand the importance of life, and we are able to make children, at least 150 children being trained. So at our level, we are making the environment clean and prosperous, and trying our best level to implement the sustainable goals of education and that is empowering the women. So the Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council trying its best level to take up certain programs to bring awareness in the minds to have a peaceful life and attain peace in the heart and the soul. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Really, that's a great introduction about Royal Council. Now, we have our galaxy of visionaries. So to invite them, we have a child, Dr. P.K. Rajput, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so
Now
much. Thank you so much, Raja Rao Garu, sir. Very, very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all the eminent personalities who have joined on this great platform, where we are having this summit, which is going on from last 17 days. And today is the valedictory, where all eminent personalities have joined. We had discussed what a beautiful way Professor Dr. V.J. Caroline Madam has told about the entire foundation, what they are doing it, what type of effort has been put by Raja Rao sir and Professor Caroline, and how they are building the humanity, education, humanization of the entire thing, which is very, very important. And this is one of the lessons which people are learning, and lot many other associations and organizations, they are getting a clear-cut roadmap that yes, this is the way that we have to build. Since we are in 2023 and we are talking about SDG 2030, we have just 7 years left over. So when we say that the journey of 100 miles starts with the very first step, and very first step has been taken by Dr. Raja Rao sir and Dr. Professor Caroline in a much bigger way. It is not a very first step, in a much bigger way, where entire community of the people, top legendaries of the entire world has joined. I personally feel very happy and congratulate that this second global peace valedictory function is happening today, and it is going to be a recon in the entire community. Because when I was listening very carefully, that being a part of Raja Rao sir and Caroline ma'am, that 100 countries eminent personalities was called. 100 countries eminent personalities were called. 75 countries eminent personalities, professionals have addressed on this wonderful platform, which was running for 2.5 years, 2.5 hours and 3 hours. They put their heart and soul in this, that yes, what has to be added. And that is the reason it has been most respected. With 300 speakers, they came with a great agenda. Today, I feel very happy because whatever said and done, education is one of the very important thing in any person's life. And today we have respected vice chancellors, pro vice chancellors, who are the torch bearer for the country, right? Who are igniting many people. When I was just going to the profile of such a great vice chancellor, I was feeling so elated that yes, I got an opportunity, right, to be interacting and to be introducing these eminent people in this galaxy of the eminent personalities across the world. So thank you, Dr. Raja Rao sir, and thank you, Dr. Vijay Caroline ma'am, and thank you all the wonderful eminent personalities. I would like to now invite the chief guests who are there, who are going to put their words of wisdom on this wonderful platform. I will go as per the status which has been given to me. So I would request Professor G.S.R. Krishnamurthy, Professor Sir, who is the Vice Chancellor of the National Sanskrit University, Tirupati, which is basically from Andhra Pradesh. But before I should hand it over to him, I always remember one of the beautiful quote of Albert Einstein, sir. What is said that it is the supreme art of the teacher. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expressions and knowledge. When I was going through the profile of Sir, I said, what a wonderful way what Albert Einstein has written it, and Sir is already following it. With this, I would request Professor G.S.R. Krishnamurthy, sir, to please address this August gathering on this wonderful platform of World Peace Summit. Thank you, sir. Professor G.S.R. Krishnamurthy, sir.
Yes, Sir is there. Sir is there.
Yeah.
Sir, will you please switch on your audio and video, sir? Okay, there might be some technical problem.
Okay. Shall I go to next important chief guest, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then I would request another very important personality here. When I say not only an educator, but the person is a very great personality. He is Professor Prabhat Ranjan, the Vice Chancellor of D.Y. Patil International University, Pune. Let me add something which is very important, which has really pulled me to understand more about it. He is a nuclear fusion scientist. He is a nuclear fusion scientist. And at the same time, he is an educator, futurist, innovator, entrepreneur, and a science communicator and communicator. And from last 5 years, he is heading India's technology think tank. So salute to you on this wonderful platform. Really so happy. And here I can just add one of the beautiful words from our most respected APJ Abdul Kalam, sir, for you, sir. Right. It is teaching is a very noble profession that shapes the character. Teaching is a very noble profession that shapes the character and at the same time caliber and future of an individual. If the people remember me, if the people they remember you as a good teacher, that will be the biggest honor for a great educator, and that honor you have already got it, sir. So with this salutation, I like to hand it over this wonderful stage of World Peace Summit to you to have your words of wisdom. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Can I have the permission to share my screen?
Yes, sir. One second, please. Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, you should be able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
So, hearing the previous speakers, I thought this is the right topic to talk about. And the previous quote by Dr. Kalam fits in very well with this. So I was heading India's technology think tank, TIFAC, in Delhi from 2013 to 2018. And last 5 years, I've been Vice Chancellor of D.Y. Patil International University in Akudi campus of Pune. D.Y. Patil has multiple campuses in Pune. That's why I have to make it a point to point out which campus we are in Akudi. This organization, TIFAC, that I was heading, was also the chairman of this TIFAC was Dr. Abdul Kalam from 93 to 2001. And during his time, Dr. Y.S. Rajan was heading the organization. And a document, Technology Vision 2020, was prepared, which was released by Prime Minister in 1996. So next work of this happened on Technology Vision 2035, during which I was heading the organization. And Dr. Anil Kakotkar, a famous nuclear scientist, was chairing the governing board of this. I remember joining the organization in 2013, and I met Dr. Kalam. He was very passionate about this organization, and he told me that Technology Vision 2020, still there are 7 years to achieve that. Just like as previous speaker was saying, that 7 years to achieve sustainable development goals 2030. He's told me that can you try to achieve that goal of Technology Vision 2020? By the time, unfortunately, we started working on Technology Vision 2035, and I was not a prime minister or president of the country to try to achieve vision. So our task was to, as a think tank, to give a vision to the country. So I'm going to talk about Technology Vision 2035 and move a little bit ahead of that Technology Vision to 2047, where we complete 100 years. This was a talk I'd given in South Korea in 2019 on World Future Summit, World at 2050. So I'll move fast. So this document was, the foreword was written by Prime Minister to release by Prime Minister on January 3, 2016 in Mysore at Indian Science Congress. And he asked all the ministries of the government department to follow this document. And when I was looking at the work being done by the speakers previously, I think it's matching very well. So we might have collaboration on this as well. A lot of changes that are happening in the country are happening because of this document, but we may not be aware of this. This is the foreword that Prime Minister wrote. I'll not go into details of this. But when we're preparing this document, we looked back at what we talked about in Technology Vision 2020 document and where do we stand. We divided India into 4 groups: galloping India, cantering India, trotting India, walking India. Walking India is the poor side. Galloping India is where India has done better than expected. Again, I don't have time to go into details of these. Let me leave out these. So when we're preparing this document, it was designing India's future. So our task was to design India's future. We talked about what should be the objective of such a design. Should we talk about rich and poor? Should we talk about India becoming 42 trillion economy by 2047? We decided we'll not talk about money, we'll not talk about poor, rich, we'll talk about quality of life for every citizen. So when we talk about peace, every life matters. And as you will see that there are identity aspects, I'll come to that, and how conflicts are related to these. So we said that we'll not talk about anything, no money, we'll talk about quality of life. We try to define quality of life. So the Technology Vision 2020 document, Technology Vision 2020 document focused on developing India as a country, but Technology Vision 2035 focused on developing quality of life of each single Indian. And everyone matters. That was the point here that we made. So the document starts by talking about Indians in 2035 and what are our needs. We didn't talk about any other countries. We didn't try to compare with US or China or Germany. We said that let's focus on ourselves, our needs. And then we talked about how technology can help in this. We assume two things. India will continue to be very large and that it will continue to be diverse. Just now we heard about diversity was being talked about. Some things we also follow. And today, of course, we are aware that India has become the most populous country in the world. We divided Indians into 6 groups. I don't have time to go into this, but it starts by Beehive Production Lines, Alternative Lifestyles and Worldviews, Globalized and Diaspora, Creative, Innovative and Imaginative Group, Left Out and Left Behind, and Rooted in Remote. If I look at Alternative Lifestyles and Worldviews, we have supported such for a long time in India. Sadhus would renounce their normal life, but we used to support them. So we accepted different ways of life that is part of our culture. So it's very important to make sure that we promote this diversity and make sure that people are left out or left behind or rooted remote, their needs are also taken care of. I'll again leave out this, but the 3 things that we focused on was security, prosperity, and identity. And normally all of us want to be secure. We want our physical security, health security, food security, and so on. Once we achieve that, because that's where you are vulnerable. For example, let's say you're hungry and somebody says that I'll give you money, I'll give you food. Can we mute, please? There's something on. If we say that, I'll give you money, I'll give you food, people may change religion, people may change language, people may change country. Once you cross the stage, you come to the stage of prosperity. All of us want that we are prosperous than what we were earlier. We want our next generation to be prosperous than that. Then we come to the stage of identity. And identity here does not mean Aadhaar card number. It means your language, your culture, your religion, your food. Most of the conflicts are identity conflicts. So peace is actually very important. Identity is very, very important because identity is linking us to food, religion, culture, and language. And as you will see that conflicts happen. So when we're talking world peace, it's the identity that we need to focus on. So we created a vision statement in the document. We talked about technology in the service of India, ensuring the security, enhancing the prosperity, and strengthening the identity of every Indian. So this is what our focus was. And as I mentioned, that peace comes only when we cater to identity requirements of each citizen. We translated in 22 languages. I'll not go into those details. But basically what I say that if you look at this young girl, we try to say that let's capture the aspirations of young mind of Indians, what they want to be in 2035. We also have a life escape where we actually summarize what our life we want to be in 2035. Then to define quality of life, we took 12 different prerogatives. We call it prerogatives. The top 6 are individual prerogatives. It matters to everyone, whether you live alone in a jungle or you live in groups. But the bottom 6 are ones which are important from a collective point of view. I'll not go into details of these because short of time. But what we did was to actually have certain broad targets for the country and certain focused targets for each of these. So for example, clean air and potable water. And then with each of these, we had a technology table, which was related to that particular prerogative. And we divided the technology table. There are 4 columns here. The leftmost column is technology which is ready to use. That means something that is available within the country, outside the country, we can readily get it. And then there's a second one is technology which needs to go from lab to field. This is where India is very poor. We need to make sure that technology we develop in the lab moves out to the market. The third column is where technology needs to, which needs to have targeted development. And the fourth column is something we put technology in imagination. But what we noticed was that technology happening so fast that those things we thought that may happen, may not happen, may take 15, 20, 30 years time started to happen even before we hand over the document to Prime Minister. So it's very important. I don't have time to go into details of these. We talked about food and nutritional security. We talked about universal healthcare and public hygiene. We talked about 24/7 energy. And I would like to mention here that when we prepared Technology Vision 2020, the walking side of the India story, that is the poor side, was healthcare sector. Unfortunately, when I've written a blog recently on Technology Vision 2035 and how we are, I'm still finding that we are not developing as well in the healthcare sector. So that's an area of concern. 24/7 energy, decent habitat, quality education, livelihood, and creative opportunities. And we have talked about delivery of language neutral content to all the individuals at the press of a button. And today it's all possible to happen. We also talked about role of teachers. The role of teachers is changing completely. We're no longer the sage on the stage. We are a guide on the side. We are not supposed to be giving sermons because students have access to knowledge from multiple sources. Safe and speedy mobility. For example, I'll just take one example from there. I've said that we should have access to public transportation within 1 kilometer from our home. We are not saying that how many kilometers roads within. We are saying that my requirement is that I should have access to public transport. How it has to be done, that is the requirement of the government to be looked into. And similarly, we have put some requirements, public safety, national security. Now, this is where we had discussion that was going on, previous speaker, cultural diversity and vibrancy. This is the most important part of India. Diversity in culture, language is the key defining feature of India. And cultural diversity is a national asset and power multiply. It is not a problem. It is our asset and is a power multiplier. And then the statement we make is, we would like India to be as advanced as possible technologically and as rooted as possible culturally. So Mahatma Gandhi used to say that, let my windows be open, wind come from all directions, but I should not be swamped by that. I should hold on to my root, my culture. Transparent and effective governance, disaster and climate resilience, eco-friendly conservation of natural resources. I will leave out these. Then we have talked about India's capabilities and constraints, and we have defined each of these in details. Then we created 10 grand challenges for the country. I would like to point out on one or two of these. First one, the first grand challenge for the country was guaranteeing nutritional security and eliminating female and child anemia. 60 to 70% women are anemic, 87% pregnant women are anemic, 1/3 to 1/4 children are anemic. So that's why I put it as grand challenge 1. And I'm happy to tell you that because of this, the government came out with 2 missions. One is called Anemia Mukt Bharat Mission to Anemia Free India, and second is Nutrition India. So one grand challenge led to 2 major missions of the country. Similarly, with number 7 here says taking the railway to Leh and Tawang. I'm happy to tell you the government have picked up these and not to start these 2, but also added 2 more in Northeast, making 4 of these. So I will not go into again details, so that I'll miss out. But for example, a railway bridge that is being made to reach out to Leh is the highest railway bridge in the world now. I'll leave out these. Then we have talked about call to action. Who should be doing what? Then to achieve this vision, we prepared roadmaps in different sectors. And as was being discussed just now, I put education right on the top because I felt this education that is key to the success of the country. That change is not instantaneous, but it's very deep-rooted because with the changes you make education system takes some time. So I wanted to come back to education sector because of this, because I myself put it on number 1. And I wanted to come back to university. I came back to university in 2018, right after my tenure got over. I've now completed 5 years. So education, I'll leave out this thing. But many things that we talked about in this document, each one, there was separate roadmap of 2050. All of this is happening today. I don't have time to go into details. Medical science and healthcare, transportation, manufacturing, materials, and so on. Now, as my tenure in Delhi got over in 2018, I started Mission 2035, which is a non-political, non-government citizen-centering initiative, Foundation 2035, which will actually try to take this vision, break into small pieces, and take help of all of you to realize this for country. And this requires assessment of progress that we are making. Like I did a blog recently where I've covered some of the sectors, data collection, validation, in certain technology development, awareness campaign, and so on. So this is part of the Mission 2035 that I'm trying to. Now let me come to a couple of minutes on India 2047. From 2035 to 2047, what do I see? So India, as we are aware, India completes 100 years of independence in 2047. It is said expected to be a country with the largest population on earth. It's already happened. This was something I talked about in 2019. So what quality of life changes do I expect from 2035 to 2047? So we have talked about technology is happening much faster pace than expected. Technology obsolescence is very high. Now, India has entered the best phase in the recent history. That is, we have the phase of demographic dividend, very, very young country right now. And everything changing now. I'm seeing whole world is coming towards us. I myself, my university, without going to reach out to anybody, global investors coming to us saying that we want to invest in India, we want to participate in your university's innovation system. So this is a golden period for the country. I've been saying for 3 to 4 decades, but actually some major international agencies are saying it will be century of India. What do we see? Biology and technology is merging together. Now, this also means that our age may be much, much longer than we expecting, because biology and technology are merging together. But will this lead to demographic dividend calculation going wrong, because our age limits will be much higher? Digital avatar is likely to become common by 2047. So when we lost Dr. Kalam, I started to create his digital avatar. So next generation of children should be able to interact him as if he's actually present. Computers would have moved ahead of the brain. So a computer phone of less than 1,000 rupees would be more powerful than all the brain power put together on Earth. The brain computers will not only compete with each other, but merge into each other. Brain and computers will merge into each other. Then would the citizenship concept will still be valid? I am a brain computer interface expert. I represent India in this. So I'm seeing that this change is going to happen. The whole concept of citizenship goes away. One of the strengths, as I mentioned, of India is culture and diversity. So India should remain rooted to its culture, at the same time adapt to the most advanced technology to improve the quality of life of citizens. Developed medical science is expected to bring much better understanding of India's traditional knowledge of healthcare, which will result in lowering of healthcare costs as well as improvement in quality of life. Technology would remove the language barriers, and learning in one's own native language become very easy. For India, like a multilingual country, is very important. Ultra-fast transportation and development of ICT sector would make sure that urbanization would start to reverse and population be distributed geographically. I'm already seeing in my village, which was almost deserted, now I'm seeing number of people have moved back from city to my village. I was just there 15 days ago in my village. Buildings would become mini cities and commute would become more for leisure than for work. Last but not the least, India will continue to provide the spiritual leadership to the world. Thank you very much. I'll stop at this.
Sir, it's a fabulous. It is true. We are an epitome of knowledge blend with the technology, and your golden words which you have said about it, that golden period of the country is coming there. So, and the way that we expressed about the technology 2047, the past and the future, awesome. Actually, you have shown that what we are and what we are going to have when we're completing the 100 years of that time, sir. So again, the salutations to you. Let me just take 1 minute of yours, sir. You said about it that we are going to promote the diversity, culture, and vibrancy, which is the epitome of the thing, which is basically the key factor of the thing, sir. You said about the security, prosperity, and then you talk about the identity, which is very, very important. And it is actually, again, it is going to change the entire scenario. Today we are talking about it. Sir, and that is based on the peace, because peace is again very important. You touch such a wonderful thing that capture the young minds, because young minds are the future minds. Young minds are the glittering stars for not only for the nation, for the entire world. And the way if we are able to capture it, that makes a difference, sir. Then the way the 12 part, 6 upper and the 6 lower part, which you have put it, it was fabulous, because one can start resonating the each and every point with this, at what the things are going to happen. Then area of concern. Today we talk so much of the healthcare system. Then again, you said about that, what are the area of concern is there? And the 2 of the program related to this, which we have spoken about it, which is really making a lot of change. And in the coming time, that our government is working, our respected Prime Minister working for the change. The last but not the least, I like to say, add it here. You said education is the number 1. I fully resonate with you. Why I resonate with you? I like to put it, sir. So 40 years I was there in the corporate world as the head of senior vice president of sales and marketing. I switched over, I took the farewell. I said, no, I should be a part of the education system, because I saw that the industry and academia has to blend together, and the skills are very important. The technology is going to rule the roost. That's why you talk about the brain part and all. So I fully resonate, and I feel very happy and blessed along with all the wonderful members that you have started this summit, your forum, as a first speaker of the World Summit. So our sincere gratitude to you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sir. Thank you, sir.
You.
Now I would have to have the pleasure of inviting another very, very important personality, which I like to say that he is Dr. Ashok Alur. All right, Dr. Ashok Alur, sir. and he is the vice chancellor. He is the vice chancellor of Kodagu University, Government of Karnataka, as a chief guest. We welcome you, sir, on this wonderful platform. We like to listen from you. But for you, I like to add one important part, which Barack Obama has said, because I was just going through a profile. I said, let me add something which is going to resonate. If you were successful, somebody along the line gave you some help. If you are successful, somebody along with the line gave you help. There was a great teacher somewhere in your life. So you are a great teacher in many persons of the life, and that is the reason you are making the people, your disciples, more successful. So over to Dr. Ashok Alur, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajputji. Can you hear me?
Sir, your voice is breaking because I think there is some connection. Your voice is breaking. Your net is little slow, sir. Now I can see you.
No, I think because I'm in the field actually. Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Rajputji, for a wonderful, facilitating the session. And it's indeed a great pleasure for me to be part of this valedictory program of the second edition of 18-Day World Peace Summit 2023. And we started on 1st of May, and now we are part of its concluding session. So, friends, basically, I was just going through the event. It's very nice to learn that it's an annual event. The event has tried its best to raise the global awareness, secure lasting world peace, and to demonstrate tolerance, demonstrate respect, and understanding by acknowledging the unity in diversity. Professor Prabhatji was speaking about the Vision 2047 for India, and he was talking about promotion of diversity. It's very, very important, and India is one of the best examples for diversity in several aspects, whether it is the diversity in language, diversity in food, diversity in culture. All these things, we are the best example in the world. This summit, I'm sure, that has brought together several speakers, several participants from over 100 plus nations across the globe, and all the deliberations have explored the prospects for peaceful reconciliation of the global issues. I'm sure the Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council has a purpose of spreading peace among the people, among the countries, and across the globe. And it is basically working towards attaining world peace and also towards promoting the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Friends, I'm also sure that the World Peace Summit 2023 has done its wonderful initiatives. It has spread wonderful messages of all stalwarts who have spoken across the globe. And basically, this summit has sown the seeds, sown the seeds of peace. We are very sure these seeds will grow into large trees with the branches of peace, with the branches of culture, with the branches of justice, with branches of understanding, and also spreading the knowledge, and also developing or inculcating the quality of forgiveness, tolerance, and love in the world. And I'm sure the Royal Council, which is established under the Government of India to be a symbol of unity and peace, and also it is spreading the message of peace across the nations, and all your activities, all your initiatives are dedicated to ending poverty by improving and empowering the lives of people across the globe, especially with a focus on the vulnerable populations across the globe. I have been part of several international programs, initiatives in Asia and Africa, and this is the need there. As Professor Prabhatji was talking about, ensuring security, whether it is food security, whether it is anything beyond that. and enhancing prosperity, and then strengthening identity. So these are three very, very important aspects that every initiative of a country or a nation or a government, whatever it is, they should promote and strengthen and support throughout their implementation. In that regard, one should spread the vision to serve the humanity and end violence in building a peaceful world without any poverty. We have been working for the benefit of farmers. I have been part of promoting and strengthening farmers' institutions. Basically, I mean, even in the beginning of that, we were trying to remember the dedication, the contributions of the farming community. We need to remember them thrice a day, right from morning till evening. So in that regard, all of us together strive to provide services, extend our helping hands to people, especially the farmers, the poor farmers, the small and marginal farmers across the globe, and see that people without any bar of culture, without any bar of caste, creed, color, and region, religion, we should behave. We should improve our relationships and behave like brothers and sisters across the globe. And with this, I thank the organizers for providing me an opportunity to just share a few of my words with you. And since I have been traveling, I don't know whether I'm really audible well to all of you, but I wish and I extend my best wishes to all the organizers for their wonderful effort, in bringing people across this platform, spreading the message of peace, and enlightening the hearts to imbibe the message and then implement it in their days to come. With these few words, I congratulate all of you once again, and then wish that this initiative spreads peace across the globe and gives the message in a right way, in a right direction. And also you have made great efforts to bring several stalwarts, people with a lot of experience and enthusiasm. So make this as a routine initiative. Try to have more and more programs on similar lines so that we all work towards the peace across the globe. Thank you very much, and I wish all the best to all the participants who are part of this initiative across the globe. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Very, very enlightening words. Let me tell you, we have listened you very carefully. We have not heard you. We have listened you very carefully. And when you listen, it all goes in the mind very well, so that it should be inculcated the way you have spoken about it. Let me tell you, sir, this is the second Global Peace Valedictory function. The first already it had happened very well, and the roadmap was prepared. And believe you me, being one of the part of such a wonderful society community of the world peace, we have started doing it. What Dr. Professor Caroline ma'am was speaking about it, she has already initiated the things from the couple of the years, where she is spreading the peace, the knowledge, the humanity, the humanization, the humility, and the compassion, which is very, very important, which you have said about it, along with the Raja Rao sir. So you said about one very important point, that you again touched the same point of what Professor Prabhat has said about the diversity, prospects of the peace aspects. It is really true. And the way you are also helping the farmers, you said that peaceful world without poverty. What a wonderful, it is not a statement. It is a work which you are already doing it. And people are here which are already implementing it. You are there, Caroline ma'am is there, Raja Rao Garu is there, and so many wonderful people are there. They are really making it happen. So I'm sure in the coming time, when we see our wonderful nation 2047, 100 years after that, we'll find that all these things are being beautifully implemented, respect for others, and there's no caste, no creed will be there, and we will be one of the best nation, which already we are the best, one of the best nation towards that. Thank you so much, sir, for coming it here. Thank you, sir, once again, sir.
Thank you very much, and all the best,
Thank you, sir, for inspiring us as well. Raja Rao sir, one of our professors, A.L. Ramaswamy, sending a message. He wants to speak for
No,
1 minute.
not now. There is a session after that.
Okay,
After GPS, we have a session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So now I would like to request Professor Krishnamurthy sir has joined. Professor Krishnamurthy sir.
He has some audio problem, I think.
Okay, so we will go to
Audio now.
our
Yes.
third speaker and Professor Sanjeev Tomar sir. I saw him right now. Professor Sanjeev Tomar sir is a pro vice chancellor of Padmavat Singhania University, Udaipur, and this university is one of the leading university of the Rajasthan in almost every aspect of education. This university has designed under his great leadership the curriculum and the study pattern in such a manner that it helps the student in his or in her overall development. We are very elated, sir, and we welcome you here on this loveliest platform to have your insights, because educators, they are the torch bearers. And as a pro vice chancellor, the way you are putting it, your university, which is named to be recon in the entire Indian market, right? It has been really well accepted. Sir, for you, I'd like to add one of the beautiful words of our respected President, right? Shri Sarpalli Radhakrishnan ji, what he says, the true teachers are those who help us think for ourselves. And that's what you are doing it for your wonderful university. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me, Dr. Rajput?
Yes,
Everyone?
very well, sir. We can
Yeah.
see you and we can hear you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so very much for the kind words. And I just want to make a small correction here. It is Sir Padampat Singhania University, which is an initiative of JK Cement, and we are located at Udaipur.
Sir, Padampat Singhania University. I correct myself.
Yeah, thank you so much. And it's my proud privilege, everyone, to be here amongst, you all who are the, leaders and talking about world peace, the global peace. Thankful to Raja Rao ji, who's the president for this Peace Summit, and Professor Dr. Caroline for, inviting me for this event. And I'm going to share my, thoughts about this, global peace as we are talking about. So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and greetings of the day wherever you are across the globe. And thank you very much for, listening to the, speech which I am going to deliver for a while. And today, as we all understand that we are at a critical juncture in the history of humanity, and very recently we have passed a stage of, COVID-19 pandemic. We are also facing climate changes, economic inequalities, and social unrest. Yet, despite these challenges, there is one goal that unites us all, and that is the goal of, pursuing the global peace. And today, as we gather here, we must remember that peace is not merely the absence of war or conflict, but a state of harmony, mutual respect, and individual understanding between the individuals, communities, and nations. Global peace is a vision that we share, a dream that we all strive towards, and a responsibility that we must fulfill. So today I'm going to, share my thoughts and how we can, take it forward. I will outline few steps which we all must take to achieve global peace. And before I, move ahead, let me just discuss one very powerful concept that lies at the heart of actually G20 summit. And yesterday, during this discussion of SDG 17, Dr. Agarwal was also talking about that powerful concept on this very forum, and that is Vasudevai Kutumbakam, the belief that the world is one family. This profound ancient Indian philosophy, as we all know, it encapsulates the spirit of unity, cooperation, and shared responsibility that is essential for addressing the global challenges that these days we are facing. The idea of Vasudevai Kutumbakam calls on us to transcend our differences and recognize our shared humanity. It invites us to embrace diversity, respect each other's culture, and find common ground in our pursuit of peace and progress. At the core of Vasudevai Kutumbakam is the imperative to prioritize the well-being of every individual, leaving no one behind. In the face of poverty, inequality, and social injustice, we must strive actually for inclusive growth that ensures access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities to everyone. So by addressing disparities within the nations, we can create a more equitable world where every person can realize their potential and contribute to the collective prosperity. So this was what I wanted to share about the central theme of G20. Now I take it forward about my vision about how these steps, as I was mentioning, how we can take it forward. Now, in the current world, we are facing a lot of conflicts, divisions, and uncertainties. It is imperative for us to come together and strive for peace, harmony, and coexistence. Today, I wish to shed some light on the collective efforts required from countries, the vital role the youth have to play, the responsibilities of the world leaders, the significance of United Nations, and the indispensable link between peace and sustainable development goals. First and foremost, fostering global peace demands a united front from nations across the globe. It requires a commitment to dialogue, understanding, and cooperation, transcending political, cultural, and religious differences. By embracing the diversity, celebrating our shared humanity, and acknowledging our interconnectedness, we can lay the foundation of lasting peace, the peace forever. So therefore, the countries must prioritize diplomacy over aggression, seek peaceful resolution to conflicts, and invest in initiatives that promote mutual respect and collaboration. Through dialogues, negotiations, we can bridge these gaps and build trust. Let me take an example of India, which has got a rich history of diverse cultures and which has consistently demonstrated a commitment to peace and harmony. One of the most notable examples, as we all know, was propagated by Mahatma Gandhi, the practice of non-violence, the Satyagraha. And he played a very vital role in India's struggle for independence and inspired peaceful movement across the globe. Through civil disobedience and peaceful protests, India showcased the transformative power of peaceful means to achieve justice, equality, and freedom. Now, next, I want to emphasize the immense potential of our youth in promoting peace. Young people are the torch bearers of hope, optimism, and changes. They possess the passion, energy, and creativity to challenge the status quo and envision a better world. So therefore, engaging youth in peace-building effort is not only crucial for their development, but also for the future of humanity. We must empower them to become active participants in decision-making process, provide them with quality education, and create platforms for their voices to be heard. Now, by involving youth in peace initiatives, we tap into their innovative ideas, fresh perspectives, and unwavering determination, making them the catalyst for the positive change. Now, further, education plays a very, very crucial tool in promoting peace and preventing conflicts. By teaching these young minds, these young people about values of peace, tolerance, and respect for diversity, we can empower them to become agents of change in their communities and beyond their communities. So therefore, education can help to combat extremism, promote critical thinking, and foster a sense of global citizenship. Now, volunteerism and civic engagement is also the very, very effective ways to engage young people in promoting peace. By volunteering in their communities, young people can learn about the needs and changes or the challenges of others and develop a sense of empathy and social responsibility. By doing this, they can, participate in political and social movements that promote peace, democracy, and human rights, and use their voices to advocate for change. Other than that, as I just discussed, social entrepreneurship is another way to engage young people in promoting peace. By creating innovative solutions to social and environmental challenges, young minds can contribute to the development of sustainable and peaceful communities. Next, I want to touch upon the role of leaders that they can play in bringing about the global peace and harmony. Now, leaders around the world bear a tremendous responsibility in shaping the trajectory of peace. It is imperative for them to set aside personal and political agenda, rise above partisan interests, and prioritize the well-being of humanity. World leaders must embody the values of compassion, tolerance, and inclusivity, serving as beacons of peace in times of turmoil. Now, they should engage in constructive dialogues, bridge divides, and build alliances to address global challenges collectively. Moreover, leaders, as we see today, must champion the principles of justice, equality, human rights, ensuring that every individual, regardless of their background, enjoys the fruits of peace and security. Here, I would like to talk about Swami Vivekananda, a renowned spiritual leader and philosopher from India, who had the profound insights on various aspects of life, including global peace. His teachings and thoughts continue to inspire millions around the world. When it comes to global peace, Swami Vivekananda's wisdom offers valuable guidance and perspective. His thoughts on global peace revolve around the recognition of the underlying unity of humanity, the importance of tolerance and acceptance, inner transformation, and the role of education. So in our pursuit of global peace, we cannot overlook the pivotal role of the United Nations. As we all are aware, the primary goal of maintaining international peace and security, the UN has served a critical platform for dialogue, mediation, and cooperation amongst the nations. Now, by supporting the United Nations, we invest in a more peaceful and just world for all. Lastly, the pursuit of peace cannot be divorced from sustainable development goals. As we have been discussing for the last 17 days, the 17 Sustainable Development Goals adopted by United Nations provide a comprehensive framework for eradicating poverty, protecting the environment, and promoting social justice. Peace is an intrinsic component of sustainable development, as it underpins stability, prosperity, and well-being. By addressing the root causes of this conflict, investing in education, healthcare, and economic opportunities, and promoting inclusive and sustainable growth, we can build resilient societies that are less susceptible to violence and strife. The pursuit of peace and sustainable development go hand in hand, creating a virtuous cycle that benefits present and future generations. So countries around the world must work together to prevent conflicts, promote dialogue and understanding, and also invest in the institutions and policies that foster peace and security. So let us work together to create a world that is free from violence, fear, and discrimination, and where all individuals can live in peace and harmony. So thanks very much to Dr. Raja Rao and his team for inviting me for this forum and allowing me to share my thoughts. Thanks very much once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor Sanjeev, sir, for your words of you have captured so many beautiful points here, right? I was just noting it down. You have also highlighted about the SDG goal number 4, which is basically a quality education. You have also highlighted about the SDG goal number 16, which is peace and justice, a strong institution. And then after that, you have concluded so well about the SDG goal number 17, which is a partnership to achieve goals. And you also highlighted that how the Vasudha Kutumbakam is making a difference about it, and the powerful concept of G20, because everybody is talking about it, and India is also ensuring that G20 part should be there till the month of November. We should finish this part. So you said one of the very beautiful points, commitment, understanding, and transparency. I repeat, commitment, understanding, and the transparency are the basic points for the peace forever. You also said that education is going to make a difference. You also guided that all the great people, the leaders, that they should be more responsible. They should take the responsibility to ensure there should be enriching the youth, and also there should not be any you can say bad things which is happening there, and there should be a clearance of all the things which is there. So we are very happy to be listening to you, sir, and thank you so much for your words of wisdom, and we feel happy and gratitude to you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I have a pleasure of inviting Professor Dev Malia, sir. Is there or not? I'm not able to find it out. Professor Dev Malia, Raja Rao, sir. He is not there, seems to be. Can I go ahead? You are on mute, Raja Rao, sir.
Please invite the next guest, sir.
Okay.
I think Dr. R.K. Uppal, sir.
Okay. I'm coming to, after this, Dr. Uppal, sir, no?
Nice.
Yeah, so
Please.
let me have a pleasure because let me say that Dr. R.K. Uppal, sir, Professor R.K. Uppal, sir, was the first important person who joined in just 5 minutes of time, sir. So welcome once again. And at the same time, I'm able to see many new wonderful eminent personalities have joined. So once again, welcome on the World Peace Summit 2023, because initially some eminent personalities were not able to join. On behalf of this beautiful association, I once again welcome you, and I'm sure that you are going to spread a lot of the positivity whenever you are, wherever you are, which the way the eminent personalities are spreading it. So coming for Professor Rajendra Kumar Uppal, when I was reading about his great profile, he's basically from Baba Farid College of Management and Technological Institute, Bhatinda, which is basically from Punjab, right? And for him, I can say that I can take a quote of Chanakya, right? What the Chanakya said about it: the great Indian teacher and the philosopher, like whom there had been anyone till now, he conquered the world conqueror Sikandra with his diplomacy and made Chandragupta Maurya the king. And that's what even the educators inculcate, the system of the education, the wiseness, all the things in the student, which makes a lot of difference. So over to Professor Rajendra Uppal, sir. Welcome, sir.
Sir, disabled participant screen sharing.
So you want to share?
Yes, I want to, sir. I want to share my PPTs.
Professor Caroline ma'am,
Yes,
or
please.
Professor
Yes,
Raja
please.
Rao, sir?
Yes, sir. You can.
Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Dr. Raja Rao, Chairman, Vishwa Community International Royal Council, Professor Dr. BJ Caroline, MD, and their team. Dr. P.K. Rajput, first session chairperson, coordinator, World Peace Summit 2023. Eminent speakers, participants, vice chancellors. First of all, I congratulate Vishwa Humanity International Royal Council to organize a mega or historic event very successfully at that time when India is celebrating G20 and India's presidency 2023, and India is passing through the adverse effects of COVID-19, and at that time, then there is a world recession due to the Russian and Ukraine war. In India, there are two leaders. One is Mahatma Gandhi, second is Jawaharlal Nehru. When India got independence, both given their views regarding the development of India. Mahatma Gandhi was not a leader in that case. Jawaharlal Nehru sometime asked Mahatma Gandhi, we are interested to introduce new technology or large-scale industry in the second five-year planning. But Mahatma Gandhi was a very, very peaceful person. Jawaharlal Nehru, if you will introduce large-scale industry in India, then there will be no peace in India. Only India can get the peace, can get the more employment, can reduce the poverty level, can reduce the hunger level, only with the introduction of small-scale industry. It was the view of Mahatma Gandhi. If you will say now, in these days, if we adopt the Gandhian model of development, I think we will be very satisfied. Now in these days, there is a depression in the minds of the people. Our students are leaving to us. Why it's so? Because they are unable to get the employment. Same, there is one more economist, Schumpeter model of growth, and he also said we should live with peace. We need such type of technology, we need such type of efforts which can create the peace. Similarly, first planning, second planning, third planning, even fourth planning, there was some policies, some strategies were government of India adopted, which were not able to create the peace. In 19, there was big economic crisis in India. We very well know there was decline in the exports, there was increase in the imports, there was adverse balance of payments, and unemployment was increased, poverty was increased, there was a hunger. It was very, very surprising situation in 19, and there was a food crisis. Then World Bank president asked the Prime Minister of that time, then Narasimha Rao was Prime Minister of India and Dr. Manmohan Singh was Finance Minister. President of World Bank asked the Narasimha Rao, what is happening in India? Why there is a food crisis? There is a brilliant persons are available in India. Why it so happen? Then World Bank president asked the Prime Minister, Mr. Narasimha Rao, kindly make some reforms. Then in 91, our honorable Finance Minister of that time, Dr. Manmohan Singh, gave some financial reform, some economic reforms, which is known as LPG, liberalization, privatization, and globalization. Then economic reform to boost the Indian economy with peace and dynamic changes. At the same time, Government of India introduced IT Act 2000 to enhance the digitalization in the banking and other sectors. Then so many other CPA, Consumer Protection Act was introduced, so many act was introduced. At the same time, Dr. Manmohan Singh also suggested we should, if you want to achieve the sustainable development, to reduce the level of poverty, to increase the employment, we should introduce e-banking. Government of India in 2000 introduced the e-banking in the urban sector, metropolitan cities, even in the rural sector. Government started
Sir, what happened, sir?
that
Rajendra
there is
sir,
a
yeah,
Sir,
Rajendra sir, can you
Yes, sir.
conclude?
Will you
the-
please conclude, sir? Will you please
Yeah,
conclude?
Rajendra sir,
Due to
please
time
conclude, yes,
constraints.
sir.
then in global peace or international peaceful relations among all nations is normally considered global peace. World peace is the concept of ideal state of peace. Various religion and secular organizations have the stated aim of achieving world peace through addressing human rights, technology, education, engineering, medicine, or diplomacy used as an end of the forms for fighting. If there is a shortage of time, just I will say, India can achieve the sustainable development goals with some pre-planned policies, pre-planned strategies. In my opinion, being a teacher of economics, in my opinion, government should introduce to achieve the sustainable development, first of all at the micro level. Then it should be apply this at the macro level. Then we can achieve all these objectives. Due to the shortage of time, I once again congratulate to this organization to organizing this wonderful webinar or mega event. Thank
Thank you,
you
sir.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajendra sir. I just like to add one thing here. You said about the small scale industry, what Mahatma Gandhi has said about it. Let me tell you that our respected Prime Minister, he is talking a lot of the startups fund, right? And their government is giving a 10 lakh rupee subsidy and the loan to the startups, right? So that they should start doing the thing, and they, instead of becoming a job seeker, they should become a job provider. So that is in the micro level, the things have already started, which is building up on the macro level. And that is the reason the people, they are getting converted from the startup to the unicorn across. And you can find a lot of the success stories of the unicorn, because you are an economic teacher and professor and you understand about it. So now let me just, with the paucity of the time, I will just go to the next of the eminent speaker. If Dr. GSR Krishnamurthy is here, so I will request him, or Dr. Dev Malya sir is here, then I will request him to be here. Sir,
They are facing some technical problems as they were in journey.
Okay.
So we invite Professor Dr. Chaitanya P. Agarwal sir.
Yes. So Professor Chaitanya Agarwal sir, may I request you to have your words of wisdom? Dr. A.L. Ramaswamy sir, after the chief guest, we will invite you, sir. Let the chief guest should present it, sir.
Chaitanya Agarwal sir. Professor Dr. Chaitanya Agarwal sir. Okay. David Ramjan sir. We request David Ramjan sir from USA.
Hi, Dr. Rajarao. I'm having a little bit of problem here with my my audio and video, so I'll hold on for a while.
Okay. Dr. Pallavi Vasudha ma'am. We request Dr. Pallavi Vasudha ma'am.
She is here. Pallavi ma'am is smiling and she is here.
Yes, go to you.
Yes. Namaste and greetings from the land of harmony and happiness, India. I've always been saying this because I feel we are blessed to be born in this wonderful land. And I'm Dr. Pallavi Vasudha Vishwas, founder of Happy Harmony, author of my book, From Hustle to Harmony, Master Work, Life and Happiness. I'm a harmony happiness coach and a work-life expert, work-life harmony expert on a mission of spreading smiles across miles. And this has been a wonderful journey throughout these 17 days. And I was blessed to be a part of this wonderful summit that was organized last year by Dr. Rajarao Pagdipalli and Dr. Caroline for giving this opportunity to be a part in a small way to speak on such a lovely topic. And first one, I spoke on the SDG 3, that is health and well-being, which is very close to my heart because that is what I've been promoting through my work. And this year I spoke on life on land, and all these, I think it is intertwined, these all goals. And as rightly spoken by the eminent chief guest, it's a great insightful learning from all what they have spoken. And I feel that happiness, peace, and harmony with everyone's small efforts, with everyone's, even a single step will lead to that global peace or global sustainable goals achievement that we all of us are striving to achieve by 2030. In this chaotic world, we feel that peace is something far-fetched, but there is hope. And there is that small effort from all of us that we put in. I'm sure we are able to achieve peace and harmony for all of us. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity and wishing everyone a wonderful evening. Thank you and gratitude to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pallavi. And your beautiful line, which you said, mission of spreading smiles across miles. Wow, what a great thing. And we can make it out that, yes, you are putting the thing. Now, I have a great pleasure to invite one of the very eminent personalities, who talk about who always believe on the gender equality, who always help the female, who always being one of the great leader. And she is Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas. So, madam, we would like to listen from you, a director from Yes You Can International. Very happy to, very eager to listen you, your words of wisdom.
Oh my God. Oh, thank you so much for this wonderful day. Thank you so much, Dr. P.K. Rakpool. Thank you so much. I also want to use this time to join hands together with all the great leaders that have really contributed for almost 17 days for this World Peace Summit to be successful today. Let's join our hands together to say thank you to Dr. Rajal and Professor Caroline, because, wow, what a great, successful World Peace Summit that they have put together, and also all the great connections with all our great leaders, even some of them that I haven't met before. They've given me opportunity on this platform to meet at least a few of them, because I've been on this journey together right from the beginning. Yes, I must have missed 2 or 3, but I've been here and I've been imparted with their wisdoms, their knowledge, and even their experiences. And I want to say thank you so much to all our great speakers, all our great leaders, all our world leaders. Thank you for giving us the time to be with us on this summit. I want to say thank you. I know that I'm not here to give the vote of thanks. I know they want me to share something, but I am so overwhelmed whenever I joined, since I'm so overwhelmed, and my knowledge has increased, especially on all these sustainable development goals. The only thing I just want to say quickly is thank you. Thank you for sharing, because if you don't share on this platform, we will know. And I believe that we are all ready to work together. Coming together in this summit is just an awakening. It's just for us to bring awareness that all these things need to be achieved. And now that we've been educated for almost 18 days, I believe we are all ready to work, because this is the beginning of the work. Yes, we bring the awareness. Yes, we get the understanding. Now it is time for individual to start off and do something right in your own heart, in your own place, in your own community, even in the neighborhood, even in the society. It is time for every one of us to take action. I believe that Dr. Rajal and Professor Caroline, they are not expecting us to just come and talk, because talk is cheap. They want us to involve. They want us to participate. They want us to voluntarily come out of our comfort zone and contribute to this SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. That's what they want. They only created this platform for us to bring the awareness and also to get better understanding. I am going to take my own part, and I believe every one of us will do the same thing. Let's work together, because you know what? We can do it. And yes, we can. We can make a difference, and we can make the change. I want us to challenge ourselves that by this time next year, when they organize this World Peace Summit, we are coming back with testimonies. We are coming back with feedbacks of everything that we have done so far within a year. Yes, we will continue to enlighten ourselves, to teach ourselves. But I want to challenge that the next time we come together next year, we are coming back to give reports that after coming here to listen to all these goals, we've got the get better understanding. Now we need to take action. So I want to challenge every one of us that when we come back, we want to come back with feedback, with reports for us to share so that we will know how to improve and progress and do it better. So, and I believe that that is the only challenge I can give here today. And I believe we are ready to take action. I have jotted down so many things in my notepad since the beginning of this conference, and I am ready. And I believe every one of us are ready. So I want to seize this opportunity to say congratulations to all our great speakers for sharing your thoughts, for sharing your experience and your knowledge and your wisdom on this summit. And I want to congratulate you once again for the job being done on this summit. And once again, congratulations, sir, Dr. Rajao. I salute you. Professor Caroline, I salute you as well, because this is really, really a great job. I've been through it. Yes, I've missed one or two, but my knowledge has really increased. My better understanding has already been expanded, and I am ready. Whatever you want me to do, sir, ma, let's do it together as a family, as a global family, because yes, we can achieve it. I am not waiting for 2030. I believe we can do it before then, so that we can progress and moving on, progressing every day. There's so many things. Like now, we came to here to listen. I've learned so many things that we still need to be done, that we need to be doing. But when we start, then we can roll on. But if we don't start anything, we can't do anything. So I believe that Dr. Rajao and Professor Caroline are waiting for us to give the feedback of whatever we do after this summit. And I believe, yes, we have the power, we have the courage, we have the facilities. Governments have listened to us. I noticed that we have so many ministers. Governments, Dr. Rajao, how have you done it? Governments all over the place, even here from UK, from everywhere. They've listened to us. And yes, they are ready to release some funds from wherever it can come so that we can implement what we have learned, all the strategies. Wow, we are ready. And I believe, yes, we can achieve it together. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, man. And congratulations to all our great leaders that have contributed to this World Peace Summit. Congratulations to you all. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth, ma'am. Whenever we listen you, we don't have the words to further speak on that, because you mesmerizes, you teaches us, you guide us, and in such a beautiful way, which is full of gratitude and also the next action plan as well. And I'm sure we all, when we will be meeting in the 3rd annual summit of World Peace Summit, we all will be coming with what action we have taken. And you said about it, what is the feedback about it? What is the report about it? What is the progress about it? Because any summit which is happening, there has to be an action plan, progress, and report. And I'm sure, because this is very important, because Professor Caroline, when she started about it, she said that in 1 year of the time, how she has attained so many good things, how Raja Rao sir has attained. So she has already submitted the report of 1 year, Now the second year already started. So again, the action plans will be ready. I can only say one word for you, though I am it is like saying a word to you is like showing a lamp to the sun. Because whenever you speak from your heart with lot of gratitude. It is there, and I can say, if a country has a great leaders like you, which you are one of the leaders, I think the world is going to be the most happiest place of having the peace, love, harmony, respect, gratitude, and then SDG will be behind, and we all have the happiness across. People will feel very happy because there is a brotherhood will be there, sisterhood will be there, and people will be having the only one mission to help each other, to grow each other along with others. Thank you so much once again, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth, ma'am. Right now,
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I would request another one of the very our most respected personality from India, and she is from Bombay. And I request Professor Rachna Chakravarti. She is doing a lot of work. She has taken up some of the slum areas. She keeps on going. She keeps on helping a lot of the poor people, and she works on the health segment also. Apart from, she is basically a professor. She is an educator, but she is in the multiple dimensions. So over to Professor Rachna Chakravarti to have your words of wisdom on this wonderful summit. Thank you so much.
Rachna Chakravarti ma'am, thank you. 1 minute, ma'am. 1 minute. Just a small announcement. After Rachna Chakravarti ma'am speech, we end the first session, and we say vote of thanks to our honorable chief guest. Then second session starts. Dr. Ramaswamy sir, first we start second session with your speech. So all of us share the happiness of this valedictory. So I request Professor Dr. Rachna Chakravarti ma'am, over to you. Sorry for interrupting you again.
No, sir. No, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was really a pleasure to be there. I think I was there for the last 6 days also this session. And last year also, I think around 4 to 5 days I was there. So to chairing it and even as a speaker. So I really enjoy, because world peace is what we all are looking out for. Being a professor myself, I had met several parents, talking to them. And even with my social endeavors, as P.K. Rajput sir said, thank you so much, sir, for saying that. Yes, we do our smile missions. We believe in spreading smiles, as smile is the beginning of peace. We believe if we can smile, and that radiates that energy together and vibrates each soul to bring around that happiness around. So we all should be able to spread smile around. And I try to do that with our missions. We keep on visiting several places wherein we try to touch the soul and spread small awareness and ripples. Of course, funds are required to do greater work, as here in Rajarao's platform, always I feel that positive vibration with VJ Caroline ma'am, the kind of work she is doing. It really impresses me, because I do at grassroots level. I go to the woman who is at the grassroots level and try to talk to them in the villages of Maharashtra. So we visit each and every village. Recently, we just visited a couple of days back in Safale, inside in the village, where we met the women who were walking barefoot in the heat or summer heat. They did not have the proper footwear, but still they are smiling. They were so happy that we went to visit them and speak with them. So this bonding, which we try to spread around, that is very important. We might be doing lot of other works, but if we cannot touch one people's heart, then we have not achieved what we are trying to do. If I believe, if I have touched one person's in this full forum, if at least one person is touched by me, my work is successful. So yes, the mission goes on, spreading smiles across the globe, with the beautiful smile around, where we see Rajarao sir has kept so many smiles around in the backdrop also. The scenario, everyone is smiling in the big poster. behind all the smiling faces, because world peace means smile. So I think Raja Rao sir has intentionally kept all the smiling faces behind. There is no frowning face, always the smile. So we all try to do that. Keep a smile and we can change the world. Thank you so much for always remembering me, Raja Rao sir and VJ Caroline ma'am. Let us all spread the world peace together, because I and you alone cannot do it. We, W-E, the word, two-lettered word, we can bring the change. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Well said,
Sir.
well said, Professor Rashna ma'am. And you said very clearly, I can see the smile from Dr. Pallavi also, because she said mission was spreading smiles across miles. And you also said that the smile should not be why always smile with the small words of helping, gratitude, loving, respecting. I think it makes a lot of difference to be there in this beautiful world. And that's what the peace is, because peace and the smile both are synonymous to each other. Beautiful way. With this, I will be signing off as one of the member of this wonderful community, which I say I feel very happy and blessed to be here along with such eminent personalities. And I like to hand over to Raja Rao sir and VJ Caroline ma'am with a note of Professor Dr. Quinn, that yes, the way Professor Caroline has discussed about the 1-year journey, when we are going to meet next, we are going to tell that yes, what are the things which we have added, how many smiles we have added, and what is the feedback and the reports, which is very important. So let us work together, and we are going to work to make it happen. Thank you so much. Signing off, giving up to Professor Raja Rao sir. Over to you, sir.
No, you are not signing off. You are staying there because you have to accept our thanks. That will be at the end. So
no, I will be here. No, I will be here.
Chief guest.
So I'm not saying that I'll be signing off. I'll be signing off with
Lucas ma'am and ma'am, Pallavi ma'am, you have to stay till the end. Because today we'll conclude the program at 10 o'clock at any cost, because we promised you that, because every day we are staying at up to 11:30, something like that. So let's do it to 10 o'clock. But anyway, it's our responsibility to conclude the first session, and let's welcome second session. But it is time to recognize the 4 pillars of today's program. Really, actually what happened early in the morning is I received some phone calls saying that, sir, we are in a position that we can join, but we cannot speak. There is no proper internet as we are in journey. So 2 or 3 of our speakers have joined, but they couldn't speak, or they couldn't switch on their audio or video due to some internet issues. That's what they informed. Then we completely depend on 4 pillars. We know who are the 4 pillars. So let's start. Professor J.S.R. Krishnamurthy sir, he's the first one who accepted as the chief guest. He's the Vice Chancellor, National Sanskrit University, Tirupati. Today he joined at 7:45 p.m. to the program, but he couldn't switch on his cam due to some technical problems. But anyway, sir, on the day I told you that we need your blessings, sir. So your blessings are always there with us. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining, and thank you for gracing the event. We are always humbled and honored, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So next, our Honorable VC, sir, Professor Prabhat Ranjan, sir. Actually, my idea is to invite at least 10 chief guests to this valedictory program. But the moment Professor Honorable VC, sir, Prabhat Ranjan, sir said yes, then I thought of inviting only 5 guests. Because the moment he said that, some vibrations will speak that if some person comes, then he can do all the job. So such a way we have a great veneration, because first of all, we have known him as a great nuclear scientist. Then we know his vision and our vision all, because we happen to see so many of his stories. Now we know him as Honorable VC of D.Y. Patil International University, Pune. So having his excellency presence, so we know that he could do, and he could do what the summit is expecting. And with a beautiful beginning, a beautiful presentation, really he did, and he went beyond our expectations. Professor Prabhat Ranjan, sir, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for standing as a backbone to this program. And you went beyond all our expectations, sir, because the moment you started your speech, and we can see the messages that are pouring in Zoom chat box. Thank you, sir. Your grace, your presence, and the wonderful deliberation that you rendered today is commendable, sir. We are honored to have your presence on this special day, sir. Thank you so much. Next, we say thanks to our Professor Dr. Sanjeev Tomar, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining and for giving a wonderful deliberation, sir. Because you made it so beautiful and so unique with your utmost wonderful presentation. So you three are the three pillars. And when we came to know that some eminent guests are unable to join, then I made a call to Dr. Ashok Sangappa Aluri, sir. He is Honorable Vice Chancellor of Kodagu University, Government of Karnataka. When I take it to the notice of Honorable BC sir, in the last minute, we are requesting you. If no problem, then Sir said, I'm always there for you. Then Sir joined. Really, Dr. Ashok Kumar, sir, Honorable BC from Karnataka. Really, it's a great blessing. You stood as four pillars to this program, sir. And you four did a commendable job. We always venerate because we are going to publish a souvenir of World Peace Summit 2022 and 2023 together. There are 100 messages from international communities and from Government of India. Nearly 25 messages we received from Government of India and various states, governors and various state chief ministers. Then, so we are going to make it as a book with all these 100 messages, including 2022 and 23. And we are also going to include the speeches that are rendered by our honorable chief guests and guests. So this book is going to be sent to almost all nations and governments, because surely this souvenir and the messages that we have been delivering for these 17 days going to be a roadmap for the execution of sustainable development goals. We think that as we are doing it, that it's a simple task, but it's not going to be simple, because this day, if you go, if you fast forward to 10 years and just look back, and we say that we are part and parcel of 2023 World Peace Summit, we proudly say after 10 years, you believe it or not. Because historical things always start in a smaller note. So we are laying a foundation. We are expecting that next year it will be physical, the same 18 days, and it would be physical. Of course, whether it happens or not, but we have a hope. Because of the COVID constraint and all, we never ever think about executing this in physical form. But next year we are planning it in a bigger note, and we do that because all are started thinking, and we are planning to collaborate with many international organizations in the development towards infrastructure in at least in developing countries. So that's what, because if we work on developing infrastructure, then it creates jobs. If they have jobs, then it could be answer to many problems. So we may not sponsor the money for development of infrastructure, but we can connect. So that's what we are able to do, because we are getting connected with nations and intergovernmental organizations, even international banks. So we are thinking that such a way we can plan. So the day will come, because we have, I think this year we reached already 50% of our map, our roadmap. Then by next year or later that year, suddenly we think that we can execute whatever we are planning to promote these sustainable development goals. Because promoting sustainable development goals doesn't enough, but it needs some execution. It needs execution. So when we execute, otherwise it would be just a Zoom meeting. But in 17 days, we can see a number of organizations have participated. All are preferring collaborations because they realize of the importance. When we can collaborate in such a way, we are developing the network. I can surely say that in future, in coming days, because actually before we start this May 1st meeting, we received a call from Home Minister office, and they did all the security clearance. And we are expecting that we would soon get a call from Home Ministry, and we can give a representation, we can present a souvenir to our Honorable Minister. And that's for sure, we are expecting that. Actually, in the month of December, 31st or 30, we are supposed to meet the Honorable President of India, because at that time also security clearance, we have got everything. But due to, at that time, a pandemic has risen for a few days. So it was halted, but we can restore all these again, and with the help of Government of India, and with the help of, because we are including many international universities, because we, of course, I don't know whether I'm academician or not, but we educated people can educate because we are collaborating with the eminent academicians because they know the pulse of common people. They know the pulse of vulnerable people. They know the pulse of people who are downtrodden and who are suffering, and they have the heart. So, such a way, we are reaching out to many international universities to work and to do some research in a way to get benefited to the people who are downtrodden and who are oppressed in various nations. So, we are good at achieving results up to our level at this level, but soon when we execute, really, when we start to execute, that is going to be awesome because we are all thinking that this thing is a great thing. Celebrating 18th day is a great thing, but of course, it may be a great thing. It may be like a foundation, or it may be something, a stone to our success. But soon, when we can create smiles, when we create smiles in the faces of orphan people, or the people whoever in helpless situation, or the people whoever needy, then we realize that happiness and we sense the peace, prosperity, harmony. So in such a way, to that roadmap, peace, where we have positive peace, not negative peace. So with this note, I want to. So actually in the beginning, when I see all these galaxy of visionaries, I felt a bit shivering because it's a great responsibility having all these excellencies on this platform. So we have to execute it in the proper way. That's so excellencies, we are thinking that we did our part. So it's amazing to have your presence. Once again, we are thanking a lot. Your presence made this World Peace Summit a grand success because all wells if that ends well. So this day is ending well because of your presence. Thank you so much. So now we are playing a small video of 4 minutes. Then we'll go to second session. Just 4 minutes. Excellencies, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Dr. Ramaswamy, sir. We are starting this second session with you. Sorry for making you wait. Sir, your voice is not audible, sir. No.
No?
Ah,
Yes, if now
yes.
you listen. Yes, okay. Last 18 days, the very great historical days for our world people. I salute Telangana Kala Parishad, Dr. Rajarao sir, Dr. Rajput sir, Dr. Carolina ma'am. Your service is very great to world peace. My message to world peace, very short. This message is conveyed to Republic of Saka people. That people followed my message, and all of that country people very happy. The message is, if every single person in the world meditates by saying Om chanting, Om, twice a daily, then the individual mind will become peaceful. If every single person in the world meditate by saying Om chanting twice daily, then the individual mind will become peaceful. Eventually, if all the people of the world follow this, not only in our country, world peace become easier. That is very awareness to our young people, I think. Thank you very much, sir. Very good opportunity to talk to me, all world people leaders, all dignitaries. Once again, I thank you very much. Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thank you so much. I request only 1 or 2 minutes because we are sharing happiness. In 15 minutes, we'll end the program.
Okay, sir.
David Ramjan, sir. Are you ready, sir? David Ramjan, sir, all the way from USA. Okay. Then Chaco Jose P, sir. Dr. Chaco Jose, sir. Srikant Kalurkar, sir. Srikant Kalurkar, sir, wrote me, sir, please invite me after 9:30. Sir, it's 9:30.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And it is a great activity, Dr. Rajarao sir. Congratulations, Rajarao sir and Caroline madam. But today I was just going through the May 23 report of United Nations about the progress of SDGs, and they say that SDGs are, we feel that they are disappearing from the rear view mirror. And out of 140 targets they have thought, they say only 12% are on the right track, 50% are somewhat, and 30% nothing has happened. And UN is recommending that there is a great need of commitment, solidarity, financial support, and action that is required. So great, Rajarao sir, you are taking up this activity at the right time, and definitely will go action-oriented manner. And they say something different, something new approach is required to achieve the sustainable development goals. So we'll definitely think in this direction, and maybe that in future we'll try to work in that direction depending on the report they are talking of for May 23. This is a very latest report, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. David Ramjan, sir, over to you. Sir, while driving.
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry, but I'm driving, so I won't be able to stay very long on. The organizers have done a fantastic job doing this particular World Peace Summit. I wish I had come on from the very beginning. I came in on the 16th day, but really happy to have participated. And as everyone is noting, that we have been pursuing the Sustainable Development Goals since they were established in 2015. And the scorecard doesn't look great right now. And we really need to rethink how we approach achieving those goals. And we really need to rethink the links that we have between ourselves and nature. So sustainability as a concept has been around for a long time, but we need to move beyond the sustainability. We need to approach regeneration. So it's sustainability, circularity, and then regeneration. We a species that uses resources in a way that nature never intended. And for us to keep this planet hospitable to us, we really must change our patterns of production and consumption and understand that world peace, global peace, is never going to be achieved unless everyone has equal access and equitable access to what they need. So that's all I'm going to say for now. As I said, I'm driving. I don't want to be on the line for too long. But thank you all very much for the opportunity. And congratulations to all the participants and the organizers.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Sir. Safe driving, sir. Safe driving. Dr. Chaco Jose, sir. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. As we have seen in the past 16, 17 days, we have all understood that the Sustainable Development Goals provide a roadmap for achieving world peace. And it is essential for achieving all other goals. The existence of peace is essential for achieving all other goals. Without peace, it's impossible to address issues such as poverty, hunger, and climate change. So by working together, that is what we have understood all these days when we worked together, we listened, we discussed together, and we understood that working together, we can create a more peaceful and sustainable world. We understood that attaining peace involves many components. For example, investing in education, investing in development, because education and development can help to create a more just and equitable society, which is less likely to experience any conflict. Similarly, promoting human rights and the rule of law. Here, human rights and rule of law are essential to build a peaceful society. Then reducing poverty and inequality. Poverty and inequality are major drivers of conflict, as we have seen, as we have listened from our eminent speakers. Similarly, climate change. Climate change is a major threat to peace, as it can lead to displacement, food insecurity, and other problems. So this conference comprising of which addressed the 17 SDG goals gave us a very strong message that the SDGs provide a roadmap for achieving world peace. I'm extremely happy to be part of this great event. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dr. Archana ma'am, Archana Priyadashini ma'am, 1 or 2 minutes. Excellencies, only 1 or 2 minutes. Please understand. Because time constraints.
Good evening, everyone, sir. I'm really happy to share this platform. I spoke on SDG 3, which is good health and being healthy, well-being. So I think without peace, we cannot do anything. If we are healthy, I think we can spread the peace and harmony throughout the globe. So I think the platform, what you have given us, all the 16 days, the journey was wonderful, excellent. We have learned very much and understood the importance of all the SDGs 17, 1 to 17, and hope with the harmony, peace and smile and everything put together, all the hands put together, will definitely reach all the goals by 2030, what the vision is in front of us. So thank you very much for giving me and sharing the great platform.
Thank you so much.
And please accept my gratitude and to all the eminent speakers, chief guests, guest of honors. Thank you very much for sharing your wonderful knowledge with us. Thank you.
Please stay, ma'am, till you accept our thanks, because we have to say. Ramesh Kulkarni, sir, Honorable Principal of reputed engineering college in Mumbai. Dr. Ramesh Kulkarni, sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. So this is a great one big festival, what actually it is going to get ending. So really it is very nice to be a part of this particular festival. And whatever the things what we learned from all the eminent persons and the advice and all. So we try to implement it, at least a bit of that one, what I feel. So it is our contribution towards the peace in the world. Okay. So once again, thank you once and all. for giving me an opportunity for sharing my view as well as taking a part of this particular big festival. Thank you. Thank you
I
once
think
again.
you might be in 5-star hotel, I think, sir.
Fine,
You are
sir.
not giving a share. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank
You
you.
so much. We are blessed. So I request my dear friend Mithun is there, sports psychologist. Brother, are you there? Mithun Kundu. Over to you, dear brother. Just 1 minute, please.
Thank you so much for giving the opportunity. Today, I feel like I'm a student. After a long time, I feel like so many great people I'm listening. Right now in Maharashtra, so Pune is Maharashtra is a great all the times. And Karina ma'am and Raja sir, thank you for giving me this opportunity. I know I'm sitting on this thing like a student today. So I also believe we need the self-education, not the formal education. When we go for the self-education, if you need any kind of excellency for my needs, support to other people as a mental toughness, I'm always there for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Professor Salman Musa, just 1 minute, please, due to time constraints.
Yes, I'm truly very sorry. I was away almost 5 days for the peace summit Abuja. It was wonderful to share the experience you've been facing here. I want to for the privilege of giving me to talk on SDG 6. Like I said earlier, all the SDGs are enshrined together. So when we bring them together and teach this to our communities, in our homes, and every area we find ourselves, I think we'll be passing a legacy to people who will pass things around. We don't just enhance it alone to ourselves or our families. We should learn to distribute such so that there can be peace. I mean, wellness is the peace in everybody's house. When you are well, you're peaceful. When a country is well, the country is peaceful. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you so much. Dear brother Sonathan Ghosh, over to you.
Hello.
Yes, brother, we can hear you.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this summit. Thank you, all the eminent persons. I am impressed to hear all of you. I have gathered more knowledge from all of you. Thank you, Raja sir. Thank you, Carolyn ma'am. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, brother. Thank you
so much.
Last announcement. If anyone interested to speak, please switch on your video. Without doing that work, you are not supposed. So kindly switch on your video and you can speak if anyone is there. Okay, Rupa Borikar ma'am is not going to switch on her video. Dr. Prince Angwo, you are eating something, so how can you speak? Prince Angwo, over to you.
Well done, Raja. You are doing a wonderful work. Thank you, with Karen. The Sustainable Development Goal is a must if the world must have peace and if the world must grow up, and more especially handling the issue of hunger and poverty is very, very sacrosanct. So I thank you for a wonderful conference that you have organized. And I know that all of us will carry it home and then begin to utilize it as my sister Elizabeth has said. So we are available anytime you need us. So we are available to contribute our own quota. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, my dear brother. Last but not the least, there is my friend, my dear friend, Professor Ambassador Adrian Daisley. Over to you, my dear brother.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Rajaram. You know, I've had a fantastic 18 days with you. And the reason why I am so excited is because I saw you brought together persons from all walks of life to look at how we can collaborate and create solutions for our world. I was really impressed, not just by the collaboration, but the amount of information that actually came out of the dialogue. And I think that we have a lot of data that we can plug into our systems afterwards, and we can give to our leaders, that they can find creative ways to use the information. I also want to say Professor Vijay Caroline, the fantastic job that she has done in this. I mean, fantastic. I was really impressed. At the beginning of our conversation, you know, she didn't have a voice and she pushed through. And
Brother,
so,
can you please
you
repeat
know,
what you said? Dear brother Adi and Isley.
yeah, I
Can you
said
please
that at the
repeat what
beginning
you
of at the beginning of the conference, you know, she didn't have a voice and she pushed through. And 18 days later, we have this fantastic presentation. Thank you so very much, Dr. Vijay Caroline. You guys all deserve to be recognized, to be applauded, and to be, you know, celebrated. Thank you for the opportunity to speak on behalf of Barbados. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you for recognizing. Of course, Allah recognizing, that is different. So it's something special. Thank you so much, my dear brother. If anyone is there, please switch on. Dr. L. Vijay Kumar, brother. 1 minute to you, brother.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, brother.
Good evening, sir. Thanks for the opportunity, sir. Brother, sir, really hats off to you. I cannot forget the experience we had and shared then, which has brought about the relationship we have built in the academic cycle, sir. This platform. Then great is the art of beginning, but greater is the art of ending, sir. This 16 days I have brought together intelligent minds with torrents of information.
Okay, brother.
Hello?
There is some technical problem. Are you okay, brother?
I'm okay, brother.
There is some audio problem. Can you continue or stop it?
1 minute, sir. I will talk to you, sir.
Please, please.
Great is the art of beginning, but greater is the art of ending. I wish to extend my sincere thanks to the organizers of this webinar for the efforts they have put in to make it a success, for the kind of team and sub-teams they have addressed, for the amazing guest speakers and participants they have drawn for this webinar, without which is this webinar would not have been possible, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, dear brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think Parin Somani ma'am has joined. Ma'am, whether you have joined or not, can you please? Parin Somani ma'am. So if not, I think there is no one to speak. So as we said, it's actually 10. Actually, it's 10:10. So now I invite Professor Dr. Vijay Caroline ma'am for beautiful concluding remarks. Then we'll have happy vote of thanks. Over to you, Her Excellency, Managing Director of Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council, the Chairman of Life Foundation, Managing Director of CATV, Professional Counseling Psychologist, and Professor at TKR Engineering College. To her credit, over to you, Excellency, Professor Dr. Vijay Caroline.
Thank you very much, sir, for inviting me. I'm so much delighted seeing all the excellencies from different parts of the world gathered here as one family. Shared your experience, exhibited your expertise, and inspired us, motivated us to do more, to work for the welfare of the community, especially the underprivileged. As we know, we have focused on different areas to address the sustainable development goals at our level. All these years, what we set on the virtual platform, we tried our best level to implement. And we really appreciate you all for bestowing your blessings on us. With your support, with the being as a pillar, definitely we move ahead. Especially, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to all the chief guests, honorable vice chancellors of different universities for being the part of this journey, supporting us eminently, sharing their knowledge, which we would like to imbibe and implement excellently, appropriately. We do it. Thank you very much for inspiring us and helping us to imbibe the knowledge which you have shared, the experience which you have shared with us. We accept humbly and help the community at our level. in all the areas like cultural exchange and farmers. We focus on farmers. We focus on the health and hygiene. We are going to focus even on the well-being, emotional well-being, education in all aspects. With your support, we are looking ahead for the great collaboration. We invite the international organizations and national organizations to join with us and support the community and make this globe more happy and prosperous, and let all the individuals of the globe smile, being our family members. I'm confident you are going to join with us with great interest, and I really appreciate each and every excellency who joined and made this program, this summit, the World Peace Summit, a grand success. I really appreciate. I humbly bow down to you all, my family members, for being with us. Thank you very much. And also, I would like to appreciate my brother, Dr. Raja Rao. Really, he is the man. So without him, we cannot even imagine the World Summit. He supported the World Summit to run more smoothly, excellently. So I humbly convey my gratitude and thanks to my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. It was so great to hear from you. Thank you for your appreciation. I feel honored. So anyway, guys, it's the end of the day. So now let's say thanks to ourselves. It's our family. Because whether good or bad, whatever the situation it may be, our journey starts since 2020. We have been continuing that journey. So at 2023, the COVID has, the pandemic has, yes. Can you please switch on your video, Excellency? I request Parin Somani ma'am to please switch on your video. Hello. Dr. Parin Somani ma'am from UK. Okay, anyway, she will join. No problem. She joined already, but there will be some technical problem. Okay. Yes, she is there.
Hello, Dr. Raja Rao.
Yes, we can hear you, Excellency. We have been waiting for you. Why it's switched off? Video?
Excellent.
The network is very low.
Thank you so much. Pick a number.
Okay, Excellency might be in some other program. We'll continue the things. So 3 years of our journey and 2 World Peace Summits and many different webinars, really hundreds of webinars we have organized earlier. So still we do many in upcoming days. But this time, after this World Peace Summit, what we are planning is we have to focus on the land. We have to, let us all together, we have to plan to execute. And this year, our Royal Council is again going for renewal. And within 1 month, we'll get in again for, it will be extended. So once it is done, then we'll announce our new board of directors for the upcoming year, 2023 and 24. Of course, so far these 2 years, all our board of directors, we kept in passive. Actually, they are so active, but due to this pandemic and all these situations, we didn't move into society and we didn't work in such a way we have imagined. But this year, from 2023, after the period 23 to 24, which means in third renewal of Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So we are planning to move in a physical format, and that could be done with all your blessings. So we have been planning many activities to promote sustainable development goals, starting from educational institutions. Because we have to nurture, because we all know the power of students because we all know the power of children. So that's where the seed lies. So we'll start from there. We need all your support. With all your support, we can do that. So things will be done. Things will be done. Last year, whatever we have planned, 25% we have executed. Actually, this time we planned to execute. Yes. We can see you now. Parin Somani ma'am. Actually, I am telling all our family members that without Parin Somani ma'am, there is no fulfillment. If she comes.
You know what? Good
Please.
afternoon and good evening to each and everyone. I don't have any words to say. A very big thank you to Dr. Raja Rao and Professor Caroline G for having me here. I know it's difficult for me. I wanted to join earlier than this time, but unfortunately my show was going on and I'm still at the show and my show is going to start very soon. So I just wanted to say best wishes to Dr. Raja Rao and the team for organizing for last 18 days the amazing work which is going to help the society at large. My mission is the same what you are having. So that is going to help us to work together and be the part of the society. Thank you very much and namaste.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much. That's so beautiful conclusion. That's so beautiful. You added beauty with brain.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste.
Then now it's a fulfillment. We start with Dr. P.K. Rajput sir. P.K. Rajput sir, you are so wonderful. The moment we started this program, you are the one who taught us that having a good chair in the seat so that the program can be successful. So we know that as the valedictory is coming, me and Carol ma'am, we thought of selecting you as the chair of this program, and you did more than what we expected, sir, because that's a great responsibility, sir, because it may not be to you, but we know that it's a great responsibility, but you did a commendable job, sir. We are happy and honored to have your presence, sir, because the moment you said that, yes, we know that it is a grand success and we can give you a happy note to the valedictory ceremony and World Peace Summit 2023, and you achieved it, sir. Really handling those biggies, visionaries, the great eminent vice chancellors, because you have that subject so that you can grab everything and you can represent it when they conclude their speech. So thank you, sir. Thank you. Kudos to you, sir. So we need your support in our upcoming campaigns also, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Once again.
Sir, I am your part. So there is nothing to have the support. You have to just tell me that this is the thing that has to be taken care. I am always here with you. Never no. In my dictionary, no is not the word, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Professor Rachna Chakravarti ma'am, I said it earlier and today also I am telling, if there is a man of the series award in this World Peace Summit, that certainly goes to you, ma'am. We remember that, and even after 10 years, we say who is the man of the series in 2023. We say that the great Professor Dr. Rachna Chakravarti ma'am, because actually we went and asked, do you help us? Do you help us? So this time we forgot the thing. Just we leave it and we are doing what we are doing. But there is one person who ready to offer her service. Then you are commendable at that, ma'am. You are doing a selfless help. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your presence. And the second thing, that you are chairing the programs in such a beautiful manner. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Having such a great academician rendering services as a professor, chair, it's not that much easy, but you did it very simple because it's a very small thing for you because you have done so many of these type of programs. We know that. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for doing that wonderful job. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then, thank you, ma'am. Stephen, brother, thank you, brother. Thank you for joining and thank you for supporting. You are there nearly 17 days with us. Thank you, Ambassador Dr. Stephen, brother. Ambassador Dr. Prince Angavu, thank you for your wonderful short speech. Thank you so much. Then Chaco Joe, sir, you are a sudden surprise package to our program, sir. Your experience, your maturity, your appearance, everything added grace to our program, sir. Thank you for your blessings. Thank you for your speeches. Thank you for your presence, sir. Thank you, sir, Dr. Chako, sir. Then I would say thanks to Dr. A.L. Ramswamy, sir, a professor from Puducherry University. Thank you, sir, joining, and thank you, sir, supporting. Thank you, all the messages that you keep in our WhatsApp, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And Dr. G.M. Archana Priyadarshini, ma'am, you are so amazing, wonderful. If there is attendance register, you are the winner in that, ma'am. Because we will give you as a teacher and principal. You are the principal first, then you are also teacher. Principal. Yes, yes, you did a wonderful job. If there is a register, you will be the topper of the class or topper of the batch. Thank you so much, ma'am. Not for attending, not just for attending, but for supporting us, helping us, and saying that there is one person, Dr. Priyadarshini, whenever you need help. Such type of courage you have given us, ma'am, for this World Peace Summit. We remember you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Always be with you, sir. I'll always
thank you, ma'am. Poonam Goti, ma'am, it's the 18th wishes. We are concluding it, ma'am. We don't know we'll meet in next year or we don't know when the time, but it is the 18th day, Valedictory. Poonam Goti, ma'am, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Geeta Sorevanshi, ma'am, same to you. 18th wishes, 18th good evening. Bye-bye, ma'am, from World Peace Summit. Dr. Pallavi Vasudha Viswas, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining on this beautiful day and giving a smiley message. I don't know how you named your organization with a happy harmony. We got addicted to the title, ma'am, because the society need a happy harmony, a precious name. And I wanted to spotlight you because everyone will see that precious smile. So you are spreading all the happiness. I think not through the subject, but through your a smile, the gesture. Through that smile, you are spreading the happy harmony message, ma'am. Thank you for joining. Thank you
Just
for supporting.
if I could, sir, like I always feel so blessed, and I don't know, there is a different connect between what you say and what I feel, because each time I hear this appreciation from you, it feels like somebody from my family is speaking to me. So thank you so much for that, and I really feel blessed.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Excellency, because you are spreading positivity. That is the first thing, and rest of the things are there. Thank you. Thank you so much. My dear Ambassador, Professor Dr. Daisley, brother, thank you. You spent almost your 18 days on this World Peace Summit platform, brother. So we will give you some award or something. I don't know when, but certainly we honor you, brother. Ambassador, Professor Dr. Adrian Daisley, brother, because he's the one who messaged us, brother, all speakers are coming on. Should I provide some speakers for you? That's what the assurance he gives us every day. Because every day what happens is, one day before the program, we do miss 2 or 3 persons from the speakers list. They will give you their personal problem or whatever, citing their personal problems, they miss it. So my dear brother always stays here and on the screen and off the screen. My dear brother, Daisley brother, he always supports. Thank you, brother. Keep up the good work. We work together, we join together. Thank you, dear brother. God bless you. Then Mabanja Randolu from China. Thank you, my dear youngster. God bless you with a lot of energy. You have great strength and great, enthusiasm to achieve something in life. Brother, God bless you with all the strength that you are needed to help the society. Thank you so much, brother Mabanja from China. Mithurikundu, brother, you are a sports psychologist, you are a sports person. The way you are supporting us on LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Facebook, my dear brother, keep up the good work. Thanks for supporting. You are a sports person. You are doing commendable job in the ground and in Zoom. In both places, you are doing a beautiful job. Thanks, my dear brother. Thank you so much. Then Opara, dear brother. Thank you so much for joining. Professor Mike, are you there, Mike? These days we couldn't see you, but Professor Mike always joins and always supports. He has a man with Qaida.
I'm here by yes, thank you very much. I'm here by the grace of God. I cannot open my camera because I was little bit here. Please don't be annoyed. I really appreciate your work and the effect is very great. I really enjoyed it since all these days, and God be with you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you so much. And I say thanks to Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas, ma'am. Just I messaged her a few minutes before this program starts. Just I wanted to spotlight Her Excellency. Yes, just a few minutes before the program. Excellency, we want your presence. That's all. That is the message I sent. Then Excellency present. Of course, whether I sent or not, Excellency feels that it's our family. She attends. But if she specially attends, that means it's a different. So we thank Excellency not just from words, but it comes from bottom of our heart, because Excellency was there when we started our campaigns. Excellency was the one who supported our campaigns in the from earlier days. So thanks you, Excellency, because when we were zero, you had a great trust in us, because you have 4 seniors. Because you have, there are many times when you predicted the things. These are the things which we couldn't see, but you have predicted in your speeches, and you encourage us, and still you are doing with the upcoming generations by empowering youth in your Yes, You Can International. Thank you, Excellency. We are honored and blessed.
Thank you.
Keep supporting us. Keep supporting us.
It's my duty. We are family.
Yes. Your child Jason is listening to you and watching you.
Hello, Jason. Hello, Prince.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much. Then we have Professor Salman Musa. Salman Musa, brother, you almost there 2 weeks. Of course, 3 or 4 days you missed, but no problem. Salman Musa, brother, is there nearly 2 weeks in supporting our peace campaign, peace summit. Thank you, dear brother. Thank you so much. Then Ramesh Kulkarni sir, he is rich in knowledge. Actually, nation has to utilize his capacity. He looks very simple. He looks very humble. But when he unleashes his knowledge, nobody can stop him. So that's what, because he has such knowledge. So having his presence on these guys, thank you so much, Ramesh Kulkarni sir, supporting.
Thank you very much, sir. So just because of some exam, I didn't able to attend all the sessions.
Okay, please you carry on, sir. No problem.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Then RD is there. Thank you so much. Sonathan Ghosh, brother. Thank you so much. And the person who is close to my heart, Srikanth Kulkarni sir.
Thank you, sir.
He's
Thank
the
you.
gem. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Srikanth Kulkarni sir, can you visible once, because you are the last person.
Thank you.
Yes, visible. Visible or not visible. Yes, he is very close to our heart, because since 3 years he has been supporting us. He has been doing whatever he could do to our Royal Council. Such great people are there. Srikanth Kulkarni sir is a kind-hearted person. Now he is doing a wonderful research on Agnihotra. So he could be a great asset to our nation in coming days once his research is approved. So he's doing a commendable job, and now he is going to do some international things also. He will unleash soon. We are also joining him. The good news will come very soon. Srikanth Kulkarni sir, wish you all the best.
Thank you,
So
sir. Thank you.
with this note, last but not the least, Her Excellency Professor Dr. Vijay Carolyn ma'am, who's the backbone of this program. Actually, at the end, brother, when he is describing ma'am, actually, sometimes I thought I couldn't get words like that. But Professor Dr. Vijay Carolyn ma'am is the one who's the reason for this Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council. Because actually we started Telangana Kala Parishad, and we have been going like that. And ma'am has started the Life Foundation, and ma'am has her own journey. But we started World Peace Commission. We are doing some work with that World Peace Commission, but it is not fruitful, as we didn't register that. So as we are having a conversation, Professor Dr. Vijay Carolyn ma'am suggested that why shouldn't we start an international organization that could render service to global citizens? And there lies, they started thinking of establishing this Royal Council. So we sent 2 titles to Government of India, World Peace Commission and United International Royal Council. So the first title was not selected, and the second title was selected. And it has included everything: Vishwa, the universe, humanity, humanitarian, united, all united, international, the globe, royal. We are all royals and the council, a team. So we are thought of that. It's a great title. God has blessed us with all things, whatever we are expecting, all are included. So such a way, we laid a seed to the Vishwa Humanity International Royal Council. Now it has now attracting the nations. You believe it or not, we are in touch with almost 100 plus nations for this World Peace Summit. There are many nations which wanted to take part of, but we didn't motivate in that way to join as a speaker, because Zoom is not safe place for such great people. So in that way, thinking that we requested them for messages, they supported, and they asked us to do more things in coming days, that they would extend their support. So anyway, some good things will happen soon, because we are starting from our government of India. We are taking the support of government of India, then rest of the nations. So just to spread the message. So already our World Peace campaign was a great success. We received nearly 50 endorsements for that. Then World Peace Summit, it is also becoming a pioneer initiative in bringing many international organizations to one platform. And Professor Dr. Vijay Kalyan is the skeleton. If I am the outer part of that, ma'am is the skeleton. Then I may look, because I wear suit and I speak for each and everything, so that people see and say that, but it's the Professor Dr. Vijay Kalyan who is behind entire organization, because she gives an idea, I execute it. So the person who gives idea is very important. So in such a way, there are many times I say that just I wanted to escape it from all these things. Ma'am is a counselor and she starts counseling me. Sir, we have brought to this far. We have brought to this far, and it's like our child, it's growing up. We should not leave the child in the middle. So whatever the reason we started our journey for the sake of world peace, then we have to continue. We should not leave our child. In such a way, she motivates. This is what happening since last 17 days. When the program ends, we'll have a conversation. Ma'am, what are the positive? What are the pros? What are the cons? We'll think. And finally, ma'am gives me courage that required for the next session. So such a way, she motivates, she strengthens, and she becomes everything to make a grand success of the program. But my fortunate is having a partner like Professor Dr. Vijay Kalyan ma'am. I feel we are blessed, because we never have one contradictory statement between us. It's a 3 year. Of course, we have more than a decade journey. Since 2006, our journey started as colleagues. Then it continued to till 2023. But in this 3 year journey as a partners of Royal Council, we never ever focused on financial matters, because we are thinking of service. But this time, after 2013, to do a 18-day World Peace Summit in a physical set, without financial structure, we couldn't do anything. And Royal Council is a company. It has to do business. So we are including this time business plus service. Actually, we have been planning that, but due to our time constraints, our prior commitments, so it's not taking further. But this time we are collaborating with some eminent organizations. Certainly, we are focusing on business, and whoever are with us, certainly they will be part of that. And such a way we go ahead, because without money, without financial things, then we can't do anything, because everything matters with money. So everything is included with money. So for that, we are planning to do NGO projects and financial projects. As Royal Council is a company, it has features of these two. And by assigning these two, we'll take it forward. And maximum, the 2024 World Peace Summit will be held physically. And many infrastructural development plans we are having. The collaboration, the talks are going on, discussions, and soon they will be realized and fruitful be done. So these are all things will be happened with the blessings to me, because she is elder to me. With the blessings of Professor Dr. Vijay Kalyan, I can achieve, and our God blessings always there. And we have a beautiful team who radiates positivity, because I love positive people, because in the present scenario, finding positive people, it's a rare. So we have a galaxy of positive people. So if you give one compliment, Professor Rachna Chakrabarti ma'am yesterday sent a one message, sir, can I help? That one, because we have been fighting for 3-4 hours. What should we do? What should we do? Because we are thinking that ma'am helped more than she has to done, but she sent a message and we were relieved so much. So such a way, positivity helps us. So, Excellencies, 2024 World Peace Summit that will be done, and I request Professor Dr. Vijay Kaliman to prepare a list of things what we have done in 1 year. So we will present it proudly in the next year Peace Summit. So with this note, I thank each and every excellence. Amjuri Bishwanath brother, thank you joining in the conclusion. Thank you, dear brother. So
thank you very much, dear brother.
I say thanks to each and everyone. So with this note, we are concluding World Peace Summit 2023, a grand success, and it has to be helpful to underprivileged people in coming days. Such a way will come with the World Peace Summit, Savani, the days will come. Thank you, Excellencies. Thank you.